raise all children, researching schools and everything. Christian was not on board at all. We'll never get a dog. That we adopted a puppy. This one is a big thing. I quit my job. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for this video. I did a couple of polls on Instagram a long time ago about whether you wanted to see a life update about what I've been doing and what's been going on in my life. I have 5 big updates that I want to chat with you about. Let's jump in. The first update that has been going on for a really long time, actually, it's really not an update at this point, but I figured it would be nice to circle back and talk about why we moved to Charlotte. So my husband and I, Christian, lived in Wilmington, North Carolina for a long time. For me, it's the entire time that I've been to the US before we moved here. And for him, I think it was like 5 years, I think. 5 years, yeah. I've lived in Wilmington for a really long time, and although I love the beach, I really wanted to move to a bigger city. Not at all. I really wanted to raise all children in a bigger city. One summer, Christian moved to Charlotte to sell, and we lived together in, I think, the east side of Charlotte, and we both really loved it. I did definitely love it a bit more. Felt exactly like what I wanted. It's not too big of a city, not too small. It's just perfect. And at that time, which was even before we got married, it was right after we got engaged, researching schools and everything, and there's just a lot more opportunities in a bigger city, I feel. So it made more sense for us to move to a bigger city when we would want to raise our children. However, Christian was not on board at all. He really loved Wilmington and loved to stay there and, you know, get a house there. And so I had to constantly negotiate to move to Charlotte. And what is really funny is that one weekend, out of the blue, he called me and he was like, do you want to drive to Charlotte and visit this really cool apartment? I would love to see it. And I was like, well, sure, let's go. And we visited the apartment that we are in right now and completely fell in love, and in 2 weeks we were moved in. So that's how we moved to Charlotte, and we love it. The second update is also no secret and has been going on since August, is that we adopted a puppy. If you know one thing about me, you know that I love dogs. I love dogs. I love dogs so much. I've wanted a dog my whole life, basically. I've always been a English Bulldog kind of gal. I don't know. I love them. I think they're the cutest thing ever. But Christian really wanted an athletic dog, and English Bulldogs are not athletic at all. They're just lap dogs and emotional support dogs. We finally decided on Cocker Spaniels to be the best breed for us and where we're at right now. And so that's when we adopted Boomer, my little angel, and I love him more than anything in life. Christian, we went from we'll never get a dog to, okay, fine, let's get a dog. The dog will never sleep with us. Okay, fine, the dog sleep with us. And so, yeah. I will drop his Instagram. He's really cute. The third update is that I started my YouTube channel, but when I started it about a year ago, didn't know where it was going. I really loved doing it. I really loved the opportunity of what YouTube offers, and my goal was to grow it and help as many people as possible, but I didn't really structure what I wanted to talk about, and also what the people that I wanted to impact wanted to see and watch, and it kind of fell through. At the time I was working full-time, and it was my big excuse to not work on this YouTube channel. So my goal for this year is to be really consistent with it because it really, really, really makes me happy. The fourth update, which this one is a big thing and I feel like not that many people know about it, is that I quit my job last month. Weren't aware I was working full-time as a project manager and content creator for a communication company of my mom. She has a communication company in the health industry. It's really, really interesting and I learned so much from this experience. I can't even put into words all the things that I've learned over the 3 years that I've worked for her. It was just the best. It was the best experience. I felt like it was my time to pursue my own thing. Fifth update that I want to talk about is my battle through depression. Also, a little disclaimer about this upcoming section. This is by no means a pity party. I don't want and I don't seek any sort of pity. I solely do this because I think that other people's experiences can help other people, and that my struggles and the things that have helped me breathe through this could help someone else, or at least that could be something someone can try. So this is the only reason I will share what I'm about to share. July to 2020 up until last month, actually, I was severely dealing with depression. Depression is a really broad subject and people experience it in a different way. So I'm not here to say that anyone can heal from depression, because there are degrees of severity in the depression people are going through. And if you are going through depression, know that I am with you. And if you would like to talk about it or, you know, share your experience, my DMs are always open. My mom introduced me to a book called The 5 Wounds. I always say it wrong. It's the 5 wounds that are preventing you from becoming your best self. And these 5 wounds basically are started when you're a child, and usually happen with one of your parents. Long story short, read that book, find out that my wound was humiliation. Over Christmas, had incredible conversations with my parents about what caused them, and I was really able to have a better relationship with my parents because I did that work on myself, understood what went wrong and what are the things that are triggering me, what are the things that make me overall unhappy sometimes. And I think we should all have these very important conversations with our parents. The older you get, you put yourself in the parent shoes. Like, you want to grow a family and you get scared of how things will be, how you're going to handle things. And I have a lot of empathy for parents who struggle and kind of are figuring things out the way things happen. And when you turn, I don't know, like 25, that's the age that I'm at, but when you turn 25, you can have these conversations with your parents, not being judgmental, but being understandable and having compassion for what they went through and how they handled things in the past. And just be honest and tell them, this really hurt me. I want you to know that. And they will always, if they're loving parents, of course, but they will always see this as an act of love and trying to understand you better and being more open about things that have hurt you in the past and help you heal about these things. We always underestimate the importance of our parents, and once we, you know, get our lives, want to just think, oh, it's just the way that it happened. But things that happened in the past that are unhealed do still have effects in your present life. So my depression was caused by a lot of different elements, but I feel like I put in the work to get it to understand what are the things that make me unhappy, what are the triggers, and where they come from. And I will go deeper in this topic in another video and explain what are the books that have helped me heal from my depression, even though it's not a one-day thing and then everything's cleared up. It's definitely a longer process and it will look different for everybody. I truly healed something with my parents that I couldn't on my own or with a therapist. So I'm really proud of that, and I hope that this could inspire you to dig a little deeper and try to better understand yourself. My desire through this was to heal my own depression and feel better and not cry every day and want nothing out of life. And second was to prevent any of my trauma to be passed on to our children. I think this is it about the updates of my life for now. That you have a beautiful rest of your week. I am really excited for this new month. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. One kiss. Cutie. You say bye? Bye. Bye.